Meteorologist Nakandra Norwood.
We are looking at a pretty gorgeous day again. We have some clouds around, but that's starting to clear the metro areas, mostly down through the coastal region right now. So cut off, you may just be getting back into the sunshine, but it's coming for everybody as that dry air settles in. This is really the leading edge ahead of our cold front, where we've seen that dry air coming back into play behind that front. Northerly winds have taken over, and that's helping to push in some drier air. So it's going to take a little bit longer to get it to feel nicer. We've still got dew points in the 60s from the metro area on south down to the coast, but the drier air is coming. 37 dew point Jackson and Macomb, and that's going to be headed our way. 73 feels a whole lot different when the air is so much drier, and that's what we're working with here for the rest of the afternoon. There's that big spin off to the north and east that's helping to drag the dry air south. We'll be working with that into the afternoon and evening, which means this is the evening to go get out on that patio, to enjoy the outside. A lot of kids on spring break this week, and some of the parents taking off to hang out with them, so hopefully you can enjoy it. And this is not going to last long. We've got high pressure just to our south. That ridging is going to get us back into a warmer feel here before the end of the week. So I think Wednesday's your best day. And then as we go into Thursday, Friday, that sinking air ridging that gets us into the warmth. Here's another upper low. Now, this kind of skirts around the high. This is stronger weather expected to be to our north here, but maybe this little wave of energy does help us to trigger a shower late and into the day on Monday. Next week is our better chance for rain around here. In the meantime, we're talking warmer than normal temperatures, which our normal is already at 78. So that warm trend lasting right into the end of the month. You know, talk about the end of April. You know, that's a lot of times where we kind of flip that switch and go from, oh, it's nice, it's spring, to, boy, it's starting to feel like summer when you start consistently seeing these mid to upper 80s, and the higher humidity around the fronts have a harder time making it south this late in the year. This is what we're expecting into the end of the week. So Good Friday, it's going to be a hot one, be a little bit sticky and humid for that Crescent City Classic on Saturday, and then going into Easter Sunday. I think it's still a nice day, but we're actually going to start to put a rain chance in here. It's at 20%. I do not think it's going to be really widespread, everybody getting in on the rain, or a problem for all the events. I mean, we've got parade, we've got, you know, I know folks are going to be doing the Easter hunt, and some folks like the picnic on Easter Sunday. I'm not worried about any of that, but we are putting that little chance for a shower in as we go through the extended forecast. Right now, here's our front coming by. We continue to see that dry air settling in. It's a little bit breezy with the front as well. That'll continue into the evening hours. Mild conditions around for the overnights, and that means it may be a little bit cooler to start your day on Wednesday. And then by Thursday, look at this, we're already seeing the return flow. So that's where your moisture starts coming back into play. We get a few more clouds around. Still going to be really nice conditions with plenty of sunshine, just a little bit warmer as we make our way into the weekend. We've been keeping an eye on that Mississippi River as well. You can see the water flowing south. You notice we had another flood warning that's showing up. This is down at the Atchafalaya near Morgan City, where they're also going to be looking for the water rise. And the big question, are we going to see the spillway opening? They are continuing, the Corps of Engineers monitoring those levees, and there's been talk about checking the system and maybe doing some checks on that system going into next week as we see that crest approaching. They've actually, look at that, revised the forecast now, still putting into that 16.5, but a couple of days later is when they're expecting the official crest. Currently, we're at 12.21, so we've been seeing a real steady rise on that water over the last several days. Right now, it looks good out there. Blue sky, a few puffy white clouds, temperatures in the 70s, and that north wind, that's going to be the key for us to feel the changes in the air for later on this afternoon. Enjoy those 70s out there and a really nice evening to be outside. Remember, you can also keep an eye on this forecast. I know you got a lot to do this week. Maybe you're moving around. You're not in front of the TV, but you want to get this, go to Fox 8 weather app, go to Fox 8 News, or maybe you are in front of the TV. You can go to your Roku and get it as well.
Thanks to technology, you can get Nakondra's information anywhere, wherever you are. There's Nakondra in your palm of your hand.
There you
okay.
go.
Thank you.